Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Never End Podcast, the podcast open to everyone, especially El Phantasmo, who only listens to the Japanese commentary. My name is Luke. I'm your host of the Never End Podcast, and with me, as always, is Mr. Andy. Hello, Mr. Andy.
Well, I just have to start off with an apology, folks, because I have to apologize to Luke because I was poo-pooing his idea about Steven being around to even while he was believing and meaning. Don't be dreaming. Always be gleaming, because Steven is, in fact, even. And I'm sorry, Luke. You're right.
You can't unsee it now, can you?
Well, it's obvious, yes.
Yeah, there's only one thing that kind of annoys me, and we'll get to it as we go. It's El Phantasmo related. It's got nothing to do with him or his wrestling or anything like that. But we'll get into it. But first, some professionalism, because there are ways that people can contact and interact with us if they wish to. No, fuck you, wish to. Do it! Give me an email, you fucking chicken. Come on. Or a fucking blue sky. Let's go. Come on, ask me a question.
Yell at them.
Yeah.
We'll force them.
And person listening to this, if you think I'm yelling at you, I am. All right. You can find us on the blue sky. I am at Grumpy2 EB. Mr. Guys at Drucer for tweets. Collectively, we are at neveropenpod.bluesky.social. You can send us a written or voice email. Do it. neveropenpod@gmail.com. Also, if you got any of that Josh Banks money, kick it our way. We have a Teespring store. I'll put the link up this week where you can buy merch that'll make you look never as fuck. Look at this shirt if you're watching YouTube, by the way. Hey, Never Open Podcast on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Look at this shirt. Look at this thing. It says the Never Open Podcast. It's got the fucking best title in all of professional wrestling on it. Get yourself one. You'll look freaking dope. Besides, what kind of wrestling fan doesn't like niche wrestling shirts? You all want at least one. Get yourself a niche shirt.
Yeah.
And have the best title ever on it. There.
Yeah. And like I always
say. I didn't get to come out all angry, but I was just like, I've done this fucking over 300 times. Email us, you bastards. All right.
Like I always say, confuse your neighbors, make your family members question your judgment, buy a t-shirt. Mm-hmm. Seems like a good idea, to me. But Luke, this first night is night 10 of the G1 Climax 35. And it is at the Hiroshima Sun Plaza, which is a traditionally very well-attended, awesome venue. But it's also Naito's hometown.
Uh-oh.
How will the crowd be? Right? That was my question as soon as I figured out, we're at the Sun Plaza. We got Walker and Rocky on the call. We'll see if the crowd is still into New Japan or not.
Absolutely. Take us away, man. Where do we start with? Because I'm not doing bag matches straight away again. I did the last two.
You got a problem with bag, huh? Well, it's Yano and Oleg versus Newman and Bag. And the crowd is fucking hot. And this place is packed. And that is encouraging. That makes me happy, right? So the heavies start. Newman shows us his leg is fine. Oh, good. So Bolton, he's basically hopefully telling us we're not going to get a leg story in my match versus Bolton. We'll see. So this is a very good tag match, by the way. Newman versus Bolton will be good. I'm learning by watching this. So Brian's ladder doesn't work, and Yano just pins Bag after kicking him directly in the bag. Newman gets in Bolton Oleg's face after the match, and they start fighting a little. Get him?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to us talking about that match. I think, spoiler alert, it's a hidden gem. You see that, and you might not think straight away, I'm going to love this. I did. Spoiler alert.
They're hiding it.
That's right. Yeah. It's behind a paywall. You have to join New Japan World to watch it. All right.
Also behind Brian's ladder. So
that's right. Fucking Bag. All right. Next we have Masatori Yasuda and Taichi versus Hartley Jackson and Ryohei Iwa. Poor Yasuda, he's crunched and sentoned by Ryohei Iwa. Fucking Jackson suplexes and crunches Yasuda too. And I'm like, oh man. All right, it's bump school today for you, Yasuda. Okay.
These young lions need to stop trying to go after the biggest guy. That's what they always do, and they get their asses kicked every time.
The problem is for Yasuda in this match, Iwa and Jackson are both pretty big guys.
It's true.
Yasuda does knee Iwa in the gut and hits his Rana. I like that. The standing, I'm just going to hook my leg up over you and go, whoop.
Yeah, it's like he's going to do the Fame-Masser, but he, instead of like going down, he goes up. And it's kind of cool. You know, it gives him a second to pause, like Daiki Nagai too, where he's like, look at me. You know, it's kind of fun.
Cheer me, I'm a young lion. Iwa and Taichi proves to be kind of this clash of styles and pretty hard hitting, and I'm looking forward to talking about that match as well. Yasuda works really hard to get Big Hartley Jackson down, and he tries for a suplex, but no. Death Valley Driver, the Jagged Edge, and Big Jag, he wins.
Big Jag. Yay. Right on Yasuda. Yeah, this is good stuff, and I'm very interested to talk about everything that happens on these nights, because maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is hyperbole, but I think this is the best 2 nights of the G1 like that we've covered so far this year. It's not a big hyperbole. It's just a medium hyperbole. But next week we have Yuya and it says Kato here versus Sonata and Kanemaru. And once again, House of Torture not out first. Tanahashi, I think he's behind this. But once again, yeah, they're not at first. But Sonata has to chase Milano around to try to knock him over, and Milano escapes for now. You know, the preview stuff is really good when it's just Sonata and Yuya wrestling in the ring, and I cannot wait to talk about that match, because that one is bonkers. So, and the wrestling in ring is fantastic between these two, and I'm like, So Kato gets in versus Kanemaru and gets some shit in on the veteran, but Kanemaru brabs him the fuck out for the win, and Yuya looks worried after the match.
Oh, yeah. I also can't wait to talk about that match, but let's go to our next preview tag. It's Murashima and Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Daiki Nagai and Yota Tsuji. By the way, in the previous match, Rocky says that Doki is currently in Mexico City. So he's down there working.
Yeah, I heard him say that. Interesting.
Yeah.
I think he's making it up.
Yep. So Murashima and Tana versus Nagai and Yota Tsuji. There's a crossbody by Tanahashi on Yota, and he waves in Murashima to take out Daiki Nagai. Then Tanahashi, like a prick, holds down the guy by the arm so Murashima can do a senton on him. Nice. And then Tanahashi and Murashima chill. And Murashima is just like fucking going apeshit on the air guitar, and Tanahashi plays along with it perfectly by going like, dude, chill. Not only chill out, you're embarrassing yourself and me. So it was that vibe. It was fucking fun.
So good.
Daiki Nagai does machine gun chops on Murashima, which makes me laugh. Massive power slam by Murashima on Daiki Nagai. Double submissions. There's a JTO on Yota Tsuji, while Daiki Nagai gets brabbed the fuck out and Murashima wins.
I really like when Murashima and Tsuji are wrestling each other, because Murashima is the Tsuji of his class, right? So he's the current, favorite of Tanahashi. So, and we got the beef between Tanahashi and Tsuji. That was fun. Next, we have another really fun one. It's Finley and Gato versus Evil Dick. Finley, he walks pretty fast to the ring, and then he gets in real fast, and everybody fights, and normally it takes fucking forever to get to the ring. So I was happy about that. But Fale helps out, and House of Torture take over, of course. Gato's selling in this match, just screaming motherfucker and funny shit when he's getting beat up. It's really fun. So Evil does a foot pin, and Kenta Santo counts it.
Come on.
House of Torture keep Finley from tagging in, which is fun. They have a bunch of different ways to do that. And the crowd is barking once Finley does tag in. He's throwing Evil all over the place. There's a magic killer on Gato, but Evil pulls him up at 2. Will that come back to haunt Evil? We'll find out. Evil instead makes Gato give up. And Finley saves Gato from a post-match beatdown by, arming himself with a chair and brandishing it.
I'm gonna beat the the dead horse of excitement here, because I'm excited to talk about that match as well.
Yeah.
So I don't hate this match, and that's pretty much a glowing review. It is Shota Umino on 6 versus Yoshihashi on 8. And the problem with Yoshihashi on 8 is I don't believe he's going to get to 10.
Nah.
But on the other hand, Yoshihashi is a guy I don't mind if Shooter Umino beats. So there is that as well. So I was able to kind of be like, oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Beat the shit out of Yoshi for me. Chumpy's out, reference up a storm, and here we go. Yoshi sends
heat storm, or what kind of storm is it?
Oh, don't. He's got the bus windshield wipers going as well. So Yoshi sends Shota hard into the railing and chops him and suplexes him on the floor. Whoa, this is an all Yoshi start. Exciting.
Like he does Okada's game plan here.
Yeah. Except he's got like the personality of Yoshihashi. He chops Shota up in the ring, and then Shota gets a leg drop kick. Yoshi gets wailed on in the corner. There's a bridging fisherman buster. Yoshi kicks out. Yoshihashi, he does leg drop kicks, but Shota has him just handled from this point on. I know Yoshi will get some other moves in, but it's like it's almost like Shota was just like, all right, you had your fun. I'm going to do a couple more moves for you later on, but now it's my turn. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, thank fucking Christ for that.
Yeah.
Yes, here we go. And there's fucking gnarly meteor to Yoshihashi's back, and then a nasty power bomb for 2. I mean, nasty. It looked great. It's followed up by an STF. Yoshi hits a really slow destroyer.
It's so weak.
Yeah. It's like Red Shoes is like, if you're going to have to do that, look after my son.
I mean, so that was a move look real bad. But safe.
Yeah, I mean, I want people to be safe, but I also want the move to look fucking awesome. And it was the slowest destroyer ever. It's just like, hey, I've just learned how to do the destroyer. Let me do a practice run on you. Slow. Boo. Yeah. But yeah, Shooter, you know, he does me a solid. Holy shit. Why? Second chapter. And he pins Yoshihashi, both men on 8 points.
Everybody on 8. Like everybody, you know. So when Marty gets in the ring during this match, I noticed it earlier. The other refs, they have them wearing this really terrible shirt. It's a red shirt that says like G1 like 35 on the back, and it looks terrible. But then when Marty comes out, it looks great,
pops, man. He just fucking pops.
He's the only ref tonight that can pull off that terrible red shirt, and that is what I have to say about that.
Wow, even more than Red Shoes, who is typically a red wearer.
He looks terrible in a t-shirt because he wears like 10 sizes too big, and it's like that halfway down his arms. Watch it next time you see him. His
oh my god,
his t-shirt game is ridiculous. It makes him look tiny and gaunt. If he was, you know, I mean, Marty wears a tight shirt. Look how jacked he looks. I'm just saying.
We saw how jacked he looks.
It's awesome. Next, Luke, I have a question. Who's your daddy?
Oh, it's definitely Shingo. Yeah.
Is it? Okay. Next, we have Shingo versus ELP, and we get a chant off, and it's fun. So, you know, Shingo's been doing the TKG, you know, thing, just like ELP, and that's fun. And then Shingo attacks his seed and destroys ELP, and I can't believe it. But they do an awesome exchange where they run the ropes and dodge finishers, and there's a big like, what is this? Oh, they just kind of like Shingo ends up kind of under, like, how do you say this? He's laying down, but he's not in a weak position. He ducked the sudden death, but he's like down, like kind of like, whoa.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? That's kind of what it was like, and it was pretty great. It was amazing. That's when we say like Shingo's great at selling shit like that. You know what I mean? That's just amazing. No one else is going to do that in that way. So ELP does the chant right in his face after that happens too, which makes it extra good. ELP gets a big moonsault to the floor right away. He loves ska, and they get in a big strike battle and laugh at each other's strikes, which they're having a good time. You know, it's a father and son. They're out there throwing hands, and it's just a good old time. You know. Shingo rolls out, and ELP tries to dive on him, but runs into a punch to the fucking face. And they fight on the apron, threatening to do terrible things to each other, but not too terrible. DVD on the apron from Shingo, so not too bad.
Big jags him on the apron.
That's right. Well, you know, I don't know what Shingo calls it. probably Roaring Dragon Fire or some shit like that. You know, Makabe got in there and named that
Dragon VD.
Death Valley Dragon.
Yeah, that's it. There we go. That's better.
So top rope superplex, and Shingo follows up with a swinging neckbreaker for 2. There are TKJ chants throughout, and Shingo tells us about a certain genre of music that he is fond of. And there's a big UFO from ELP for 2. Then they do a lariat fight. That's fun. Then we get a stalling made in Japan. That's awesome for 2. I love that. That was fantastic. Okay, so then here we get here. So the stalling made in Japan, reverse Rana from ELP. He gets the CR2 for 2. So then there's a sudden death on Shingo for 2. And then Thunderballs 420-69 splash, but knees up. So stacking Powerbomb from Shingo for 2. But Shingo Rano's out of a CRT attempt, hits last the Dragon Driver 420-69 or whatever you call it. And then Pumping Bomber for 2. Last the Dragon. He wins. That match was tremendous. No more even in this, Steven. Shingo at 6, ELP at 4.
All right. I love this match. And Rocky on the call early in the match asks if this is the first father versus son match in the G1 ever. And I'm just like, Rocky, man, good call. That was fucking hilarious. Loved it. This match is great. I like Shingo doing the Ishii style stacking power bomb. Fucking Takagi Driver 98 was great. Yeah. And ELP, hey, everyone in the G1 and everyone who wrestles Shingo regularly, that's how you take a made in Japan. Right there.
Yeah. ELP's good at taking those kinds of moves, like big time.
Yeah, he is. You know, because some people won't hook their leg properly or they won't, Shingo can't quite get him. And I know Shingo is a pro at doing this move. So every time I see him have a problem doing the Made in Japan or Last of the Dragon, I'm like, it's the other guy. And I'm totally biased because Shingo is my favorite wrestler. So one slight part of annoyance here is El Phantasmo is the first person eliminated in the G1. All right, he can't win it now.
That was an elimination match. Okay, I didn't know that.
I'm fine with that. This was that for both men. Look, I'm fine with the finish, the match, everything like that. But it just makes me scratch my head that the first person you eliminate from the tournament is a fucking champion. That's all right. Whatever, New Japan.
Not all going to be perfect, but I see what you're saying. You know, I mean, Yoshihashi is right there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What are we doing?
He's got the Goto rub because he's mates with him and shit. So
that's right.
Anyway, we got a match where I see the scores and I'm like, all right, Jill is going to lose.
So that's the problem, right? You got to quit checking the scores before
I know.
Because I didn't do that at all. And so, like, was not affected.
You know what I liked about night 2? I didn't watch it live. So I couldn't go up online and look at the scores and I didn't check my notes up above to be like, what are the scores again? So yeah, there was part of that. Mind you, whenever Walker would mention the scores, I'd be like, oh, dang it.
Don't listen.
Sometimes I just missed it because like I'm doing notes and things, but other times, yeah. Anyway, we got
Japanese commentary. That is the answer right there.
That's right. I like Walker a lot though, and I kind of want to support him. I think he's just absolutely wonderful, and I don't know. You know, he might make some mistakes here and there, but you know, he's doing so many shows and he's doing a lot of it by himself at times. Man, I just of
course he's killing it. He is like, yeah.
Besides, how old is he? Like fucking 22, 23?
He was talking about some like thing that happened 20 years ago, and he was asking somebody he was on commentary with, "Where were you 20 years ago?" And I'm asking, "Where the fuck were you, Walker?"
That's right.
I mean, he was nowhere to be found, you know. And he was a baby or something. But I think that like the level of professionalism and like what he's been able to do is beyond what you expect from someone that age, certainly. And I don't know. I mean, maybe we're just Walker apologists, Walker ass kissers, like we're New Japan ass kissers.
Maybe.
I like him.
I see a guy who's putting in the professionalism and putting in the effort, you know, and it just makes me like him so much more.
I feel like that if they wanted to book him more, he'd say yes. You know what I mean? That's so.
Yeah.
Whereas previous guy was trying to not get booked, I think. So
he's living the dream, mate. You know, so he's calling the best wrestling on earth it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Drilla Maloney on 8 points versus Konosuke Takeshita on 6 points. I love this match.
It's awesome.
I fucking loved it. Oh my god! There's a strike battle that leads to Drilla being suplexed onto some freaking chairs. I'm like, Takeshita's like, all right. I see you guys saying bowling every episode and being like, you know what? I'm going to bowl in a different way. Let's go for bumper bowling.
He's from DDT. You know what I mean? He's like fucking throwing dudes into chairs. Have you seen Mal? Remember him? You know?
Yeah.
It's like, come on, this is our regular dude. So
that's right. Suplex Driller into some chairs, and this is for a good portion a straight up fucking mugging by Takeshita. And in a good way, in a way that because the crowd's more pro Takeshita, his style and what he does to Driller in this match, this is like Takeshita with his it factor here, right? Because Takeshita is the Japanese guy. He's amazing. They're going to cheer him more. But there are portions of this match where they're going for freaking Driller because Takeshita makes Driller look to be a freaking huge underdog. And it works for me. Like, in strike battles and sequences, Driller will hit several strikes and then Takeshita, one. Fucking done.
He's the little guy, right? He's
right.
It's fun.
And it's a different side of Driller because you usually see him being like, I'm fucking huge, bruv, So Driller does get offense in like a really cool brain buster, even a baseball slide. But Takeshita is handling this man just gnarly kind of beating where you can't help but just be like, come on, Driller. Come on, man. Come on, Driller. And they got me, man. Like this is like in a very even Stevens kind of night. This was maybe the one match on the card where I was like, I forgot. So kudos to both men here. Spine buster, and I really like Driller's elbow drop because he's a big dude, a muscly dude, and it just looks really gnarly. Takeshita tells Driller to stay down. And that makes Driller look like a freaking badass when he keeps getting up. And Driller, I love this moment. All right, it's not as good as Kid's because it's not a regular move that he does, but he hits the Kid rebound lariat and the crowd fucking cheers for him and barking and stuff. Gore, almost a Driller killer, but Takeshita fucks him up. And then Driller hits back and this close, freaking this close to a Driller killer, but raging fire. Both men on 8 points. I thought this was fucking never and awesome. And yeah. What do you think?
At one point, Takeshita like got in Driller's face and says, "Gay fucking kid," like that, like right in his face. And maybe that'd be a match at Forbidden Door, maybe, or something. Maybe that's what they're headed towards. If he's going to be okay. If not, I'd like to get this again.
There's a reason this guy can punch his ticket in multiple companies. You know what I mean?
He's very good. I really liked the counters that Driller got in this match. I really liked everything about it. It was awesome. It was fantastic. And it's great to see Driller like come from underneath and get better at that. I know it's probably easy when you're in there with Takeshita, but Driller did his part. And I thought
absolutely.
Well. So that was great. Anyway, next, Luke, it is the main event of this night. And this main event is fucking amazing. It's Zack Sabre Jr. versus the Great Okan. And this is a huge match for Great Okan. I am in his corner. I want him to win. I want Zack to win, but not this one. This is not for him.
Right? Yeah.
Okan. It's in the main event. This is probably his only main event, the whole G1. It's versus the champ. This is what we can see. I mean, he's never gotten a title shot, right?
Mm-mm.
He wrestled Naito, but I don't think Naito was the champion when that happened. So, like, I know that he had the feud with Naito, but I don't think he's ever gotten a title shot. If it has, it was like
not
one
for the world
time.
Heavyweight.
And we, so this is a big moment for Great Okan. This could be huge for him. So
we'll ask Shmam.
Yeah, I'm on the phone to him right now, by the way. So let's just go ahead and stop for a minute. Just kidding. Guess what we get? Dope ass mat wrestling.
Oh, dude.
Followed up by more dope ass mat wrestling. And it's awesome. Great-O-Khan holds his own, and these guys are having fun. They're laughing. They're having a good time. They're like, oh, I saw what you did there. And want to see what I did there. And it's awesome. The first half of the match is all grappling, and it's really good grappling, and I love it. And Great-O-Khan gets the first like other move, which is a power move, throwing Zack Sabre Jr. across the ring with an amateur style suplex. And they mirror each other on like arm breakers and pump kicks, and they both do some of the same moves. So they end up choosing that move at the same time sometimes, Cobra twist, all that kind of stuff. It's fun. Great-O-Khan has to use a rope break. He's the first one to escape an armbar, right? So that's a point for Zack Sabre Jr. there. So Zack Sabre Jr. hits the Great-O-Khan judo throw, and Great-O-Khan gets a big suplex in exchange, So he gets a big slam after catching Zack Sabre Jr. out of the air. What were you doing in the air? He was trying to do his like arm breaker thing where he comes down on a dude's arm, but like that's what you get, Zack Sabre Jr. for jumping towards Great-O-Khan. So Great-O-Khan hits a suplex uranagi thing. It's
dude.
Nuts. And I don't know what to call it, but it was like he hit a uranagi, but out of the suplex, like vertical suplex position. Really cool. Almost like what was Goldberg's thing? Jackhammer. Almost like that, but Islander style. I liked it. Great-O-Khan hits that thing. Yeah. There's a long arm bar triangle like counter thing, and that is really fun. We get one arm power bomb at the end of that from Great-O-Khan, and that's really good. He acts like he's gonna puke, like from the exhaustion, which is fun. I like that. He hits Mongolian chops, but his arm is ouchy, so he can only do one-armed versions of them.
I know. It's really cool.
So then he puts his arms behind his back and he asks for the strikes, and Zack Sabre Jr. does the same. And this is one of the things I love about this match is I always love mirror spots of the old school, like never matches, like specifically Ishii versus Shibata, or Ishii versus Hanma, or Ishii versus whoever back from the 2014, 2016 time. Those are some of my favorite matches ever. And this match does that a lot. It does it like as much as those matches, if not more. And I fucking love it. So there's a tornado DDT, but Great-O-Khan gets an eliminator for 2. Big slap for Great-O-Khan and a PK though from Zack Sabre Jr. But Great-O-Khan gets his jab, and that sends Zack Sabre Jr. down on the mat. He gets the claw, but Zack Driver out of nowhere, Zack grabs his arm, but Great-O-Khan gets the claw like on his hand that's trying to get him, right? And they both have holds on at the same time. So Great-O-Khan has the claw on him. He has an arm hold on him. And Zack gets the advantage. And unfortunately, Great-O-Khan taps out. I'm not mad, but man, it sucks that he lost. But god damn, that match was fantastic. And Great-O-Khan got put over strong in a loss.
Oh, yeah.
Both guys at 8.
Steven. Yep. This was awesome. The story is Great-O-Khan's never beaten Zack Sabre Jr. So everyone needs that whale, For Great-O-Khan, it's Zack Sabre Jr., who just so happens to be the fucking champion. So he's even harder to beat, This was awesome. And Zack can have a good match against everyone. Like everyone. Like Gary Oldman professional. But there's something even more special when he's wrestling against guys who can crush the mat submission stuff, like a Sonata or, a Great-O-Khan and stuff like that. It just makes it, or a big dude who's a good base for Zack Sabre Jr. to wrap around.
And Great-O-Khan's like, he's all those things and more, right? So he's a special opponent for
going for that gory move on Zack Sabre Jr. and he kind of twists Great-O-Khan and just it's amazing. This match is fantastic. What a great night of freaking wrestling.
That was good.
I love the G1. And we are at night 11 at the Fukuoka National Center. ELP will be on the call later as well.
They put the cool lights next to like the scaffold and the lights next to the entrance because the wrestling's going to be good tonight and they knew it. So I get them lights out.
Yeah, they're in for a treat tonight. Everyone in Fukuoka National Center. We got Yoshihashi and Shomikato, Paul Shomikato versus Kenosuke Konosuke Takeshita. I've said it a million times, and yet every now and again, tongue twisted.
I never say the first part because I'll fuck it up. So
yeah, versus Rocky Romero, and I love seeing Shomakato charging Takeshita over and over.
Fun, yeah.
It was really cool. So like he has to rebound off the ropes like 15 times to get
20
Takeshita
times.
down.
Yeah, it was a lot of times.
And what did this preview match tell me? It tells me that I am looking forward to Takeshita getting 10 points and beating the absolute ever-loving shit out of Yoshihashi.
You better, yeah.
Please and fucking thank you. And it better be a mugging like part of that Driller match too, because I don't mind seeing a bit of. Sometimes I like the back and forth in New Japan Pro Wrestling, but every now and again I'm like, can we do a Vader Inoki match, please? Like, you know what I mean?
Especially to Yoshihashi. That should happen all the time to him, like all the time.
Yeah. Rocky's doing rewind kicks a lot now too. Fuck you, Bushi. Bye. And
he's always done it. That's part of the deal, you know.
That's why Rocky. That's another reason Rocky's always in storyline kind of hated Bushi, you know. So that it does make me laugh though. But he pins Shomakato for the win, and I like seeing Rocky win because you know he doesn't do it that often. So
that's true.
It's been nice.
Heat him up for that loss he's going to take tomorrow, you know. But anyway, next week we have Great-O-Khan and Bag versus Ren Narita and Kanemaru, and there's a front-facing Kanemaru Gambit to start this match. Very difficult. Makes the opponent look really stupid. Ren goes after Great-O-Khan's ouchie arm, and then changes his complete that's a smart thing. Like his arm's all ouchy. Zack Sabre Jr. just softened it up. He goes for it.
Yeah.
And then in a really stupid twist, they just heel out on Great-O-Khan's leg and forget all about his arm. And it's all about, and I'm like, what are we doing? That was dumb. That's bad psychology. Ren Narita and Kanemaru. Anyway, there's a push-up brawl on Brian Austin Green, and Kanemaru makes him give up. And Great-O-Khan gets hit with the push-up brawl too during the finish. House of Torture Pillmanized Great-O-Khan's leg after the match. Why not his arm?
Yeah. Or why not both? Anyway, yeah. But next we have El Phantasmo and Jado versus Taiji Ishimori and Driller Maloney. Jado gives Driller the double fingers. I'm like, fuck you, man. And then he hulks up on Driller. I'm like, come on.
That's terrible.
Dude, you hulk up on fucking Ishimori. And even still, I wouldn't like it. I'm like, Driller, just kill this man. This is fun preview stuff between Driller and El Phantasmo. However, Jado gets in way too much offense, and freaking Taiji Ishimori has to do a kind of sneaky roll up to pin his ass. Why are we protecting Jado in this match?
Yeah.
Oh, why is Ishimori or something?
Ishimori looks so excited, like he just won the grand final too, and it's like, come on, man, what are we doing here? You know, I did like the ELP versus woof, woof, woof chant thing at the beginning. That was kind of fun because it wasn't bark. It wasn't, it was woof for some reason. That was fun. Next, Luke, we have Shingo and his young man that is not his son, Daiki Nagai, versus his actual son. Oh, wait, no, that can't be right. Rihoi Iwa and Hartley Jackson. So I wrote ELP because I was still living in the past. You know,
I thought it was Zack Sabre Jr. and Hartley Jackson.
Oh, yes, that's what I meant. ZSJ. Those are the letters that I wrote ELP because sometimes I get those two mixed up.
I've done that, don't worry.
This is a classic modern matchup. You know, matchup, a modern version of that in New Japan today. Zack Sabre Jr. versus Shingo. So they start off, and the crowd's behind Shingo, which, by the way, this crowd is awesome. So they're pretty cool. Shingo does not respect the rope break, and they do some very cool signature spot tease reversal thingies. Nagai wants to wrestle Hartley like an idiot. It doesn't go well for him. Zack Sabre Jr. gets in and stretches him, and fucking Walker says, "Yay, stretching him." That made me laugh because I don't know.
Felt very Suzuki-gun, didn't it?
Yeah. He put him in some crazy bow and arrow thing that like was stretching him and taking the guy was like, ah! Yeah, it was fantastic. That was cool. So anyway, let's see here. He stretches him. That gets huge reactions from the crowd, by the way. Daiki Nagai gets a rope break, and the crowd's like, oh, thank God. You know, he knocks Zack Sabre Jr. down with a kick, a drop kick, but can't get to tag Shingo in because Big Jag is jacking off right in his face. So Daiki Nagai does the senton, and Shingo cheers the young man on and tells him all about ska. There's a terrifying sunset flip from Daiki Nagai that is like, what happened there? How is that move ever scary? But he made it scary somehow, not in a good way. Daiki Nagai spine busters the champion, and he tries to slam Hartley, but splash sent off from Hartley. Daiki Nagai kicks out, but he can't kick out of the Big Jag off. So he doesn't.
No, he can't. You know what I liked about this? Shingo being a supportive dad to Daiki Nagai in this match.
Cheering him on.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. All right, I'm pretty excited because I didn't know what to expect from a match between Bolton Oleg and Callum Newman. I think both men crushed this match, and it's fucking awesome. So there's an early runner, then an apron punt kick by Callum Newman. Oleg's standing on the floor and runs across the apron punt kick. Oleg is sent into the railing, and there's a backbreaker by Oleg in the ring, and then he just whipping the fuck out of Callum, who just rolls out. And then in the ring, back in the ring, Oleg just short range pounces Callum into the corner. Oh my God. Oleg gets kicked in the face trying a Bolton bomb, which was a different way of getting your knees up or doing something a little different because he's got the long legs too. He's got the extra reach, so he just go right in the face.
And some of these kicks are precise. Some of them are.
They're gnarly, man.
I'll tell anybody I said this, but some of them are Marufuji-esque.
That's high praise. And then so he kicks him in the face from the Bolton bomb and a drop kick in the corner. And Cal sells his back, and it's good. I like it. There's a gnarly drop kick by Oleg who kips up, and Callum turns a kamikaze into a pin for 2. Callum gets caught in a short range kamikaze though, but there's multiple kicks by Callum Newman. Oh my God.
They're great.
Oleg takes so many freaking knees and kicks to the freaking face. There's a gnarly top rope double stomp by Callum Newman. Callum hits some awesome strikes, then this freaking great knee, then one of his kind of suplex slams for a 2.888888. So it's not quite 2.909, but it's a pretty good kick out by Oleg. Multiple knees to Oleg's head. It is freaking awesome. Oleg punches him out, but Callum fires back, but with some more just amazing kicks. Like Marufuji and Ospreay would be proud of this man's kicks in this match. Fan-fucking-tastic. And then, he goes for one kind of fast, chancy move, too many. And what's Bolton Oleg really good at? Catching people. Yeah. He catches Callum Newman, kamikaze for 3, Callum on 6, Oleg on 8. God damn, this was really cool. This was really cool.
I like everything about it, and the story to tell here is power versus speed, right?
Yeah,
that's perfect. The story, and they did it, and they didn't injure Bolt or Newman's leg. I mean, these kicks is just the kind of shit we've been missing out on while he's laying on the mat going, oh, my leg. You know what I mean? I'm fucking sick of it, honestly. And I'm tired of pretending that I'm not. But it's like this kind of match is way better because we get to see them actually go. And so I know that's like got heat with me, and that's like the reason why it exists. So I get it. It's working. But it's kind of go away heat. So he does a kangaroo kick in this match, and it's awesome. I love that. I love the pop up. You can't. I love the roundhouse kicks. He hits a buzzsaw kick, and Newman does his mean face. Grr. I love everything about this match. There's a lot of fun stuff, and they're not even either. Bars is on 8, Newman's on 6. So has some unevening. Steven can fuck off with that match. He didn't get his fingers on that one, but he might get his fingers on the next one. We're not sure. It's Taichi versus Rihoi Iwa, and Marty is here looking dapper. And this match is fucking great. And it is a similar match where it's not just, somebody going, oh, my leg, the whole fucking match. It's just 2 guys going hard and doing a never match. And it's great. Anyway, so they try to knock each other down, and they do with the like heavyweight bullshit that just starts every match like that. And ELP is like, man, I want to see some lariats, and the wrestlers like oblige immediately and start hitting lariats.
It's like they had microphones in their ears or something, earpieces in like their Secret Service or something, and they're like,
well,
earpieces, lariats. All right, let's lariat the. Oh my god!
He's like calling spots and shit before they happen. So like he's Chris Charlton. Knock it
Yeah.
off. So that was funny. Riho Aiwa uses a drop kick and takes Taichi down. And Taichi hits big kicks, and Iwa's like, give me more, show me more. So Taichi, he like gets him down, starts hitting shitty kicks. Riho Aiwa tries some forearms, but Taichi just kicks him even more. Riho Aiwa has some success when he's using power versus Taichi. But like strikes, he's got nothing on him, you know. So once again, Taichi prevails when it comes to strikes, as usual. He gets a big kick, and ELP shushes Walker when Taichi takes his pants off. Thank you, ELP. That was also Walker's like, yes, I'm doing the announcer thing and saying the things. And ELP's just like, shh, shh. Taichi's taking his pants off. That's awesome. He wanted to hear the fabric swishing in the breeze, you know.
That's right.
So Riho Aiwa gets the choke on, and Taichi kicks out of it though after he hits a big lariat. Gut wrench power bomb for 2 from which is the Doctor Bomb from Riho Aiwa. Surprise danger suplex, and it's a really good one. It's a really good one, and that's for a big double down. And we get some big "Let's go Taichi" chants while they both like get into a big running lariat battle. They both do some really fun drunk selling in this match where they're just like fucking punched out, just like, oh my god. It's awesome. I love it. Taichi kiss. Okay, so Taichi hits a big lariat. He's got wrist control. He hits more lariats, and Marty yells at both of them for no reason because he's got to get his shit in. So huge axe bomber, and Taichi hits the grip. He can't do that. Ground lariat pin for 2. Surprise grip from Riho Aiwa for 2. And then there's more huge lariats and more drunk selling and charging lariats and lariats of other kinds. Taichi fires up. He goes for an enziguri, but his leg gets gripped the fuck up. He fucking lariats his leg.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. So then he hits one anyway, but Taichi gets gripped the fuck up, though, and Riho Aiwa wins. That match was awesome. ELP says the following, quote, that ending stretch was fucking awesome. G1, baby, fucking 35. I agree. Unquote. I agree. Both guys sell to the back. Taichi's on 6. Riho Aiwa's on 8. And those were 2 hard-earned points.
Oh, yeah. So Taichi beat Yuya and Yota Tsuji. So he's got a bit of this thing of like, I got these fucking younger guys' number. But hey, there's one of them that can get you. So I want to see another match between these two men. It was freaking awesome, and it was never as fuck. Absolutely.
Agreed.
All right, so oh man, I'm so excited.
Awesome.
I'm so excited. Even next we got Yuya Uemura versus Sonata. Chumpy's out here, and I love Sonata in his outfit, making sure to walk past Milano and going like, "Hey, check this out."
What? Mm-hmm. So has he been hanging out with Yo? This is like the plastic jacket that Yo wears, but it was clear and it was a raincoat, a plastic raincoat where he was like naked underneath, basically.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
So funny.
All right. So these guys can be quite fluid and smooth, right? So I was worried that yes, this would be great, but it'd also be a bit too smooth and fluid. Nah, don't worry about that. This is some awesome technical wrestling to start off the match. It's so fucking good.
I wasn't expecting that at all. Like, at all. Like, I don't know why. I just wasn't expecting that at all. But I didn't realize that almost the whole match was going to be that, you know?
Just so incredible technical wrestling and reversals. Oh, my God.
Match is that. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yuya's concentrating on Sonata's arm. Sonata fakes out of an arm drag and hits a Shining Wizard early and a magic screw. A quick skull end and straight away, give up. No. But, all right. I'm going to give you a suplex. Backflip. No, I'm going to suplex you. Backflip. No, I'm going to suplex you. Backflip. And then Yuya's like, fuck this. I'm not going to go for a suplex. I'm going to go for a backdrop, a dangerous backdrop. Boom. Oh, my God. There's such an amazing back and forth. Like Sonata reverses, and you know, and it's It's fantastic, but we got heel Sonata here, so we can't. This is what I like about Evil as well. So he'll go toe to toe for a while sometimes, and then he's just like, nah. I mean, House of Torture, bitch.
I want to win, right?
Yeah.
He's like, this other way isn't 100%. My way is 100%.
Yeah, because then Sonata reverses an Irish whip, sending Yuya into Marty Asami.
Oh.
And Sonata, Marty drops like a sack of shit. He doesn't go flying this time. He just goes fucking
yes.
Low blow on Yuya. But Sonata, he misses with the guitar and the bottom falls out of it. Oh no. Roll up by Yuya, which is reminds me of the previous Sonata match because they've got him dead to rights. And Sonata's like, I don't even have to bother kicking out. I know Marty's dead. It's fine. By the way, during that roll up, Walker says that Marty's made of glass tonight.
Yeah.
So,
fuck off, Walker.
You take that bump, motherfucker.
Yeah, you start taking some bumps. See how
get out of here.
See what you're made of.
That's right. Kanemaru comes out. Yuya tries to deadbolt him after dodging the whiskey bottle, but whiskey spit. Sonata grabs the guitar and whacks Yuya over the mush with it. Kanemaru, though, he goes to Chumpy. He's like, dude, are you okay? Wake up, man. You guys are count to happen. 1, 2, 3. Sonata pins Yuya Uemura. I'm okay with it. The match was exactly what I wanted from House of Torture style matches. A great mix of, hey, I'm fucking awesome. Don't forget it. And then, creative, fun kind of cheating and stuff. Because, we like these guys. Yuya on 8, Sonata on 6.
The Sonata that showed up in this match is the one we usually see when he's facing Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
Right? Or Yano, actually. Like,
yeah.
It's like he has this mode he gets into with those two guys, usually only. And so it's nice that there is now a third guy that will unlock this part of Sonata because it's my favorite part of Sonata. It's the one that is like, oh my God, this guy is like one of the best wrestlers ever. He is the Randy Orton of New Japan to me.
I agree.
Where it's like, yes, he's so good, but my God, can he be boring and something I don't give a fuck about most of the time? But a motivated Sonata is a Sonata that rules, right? And here he's clearly motivated, and this is a great match. So
and Yuya he's got it. He goes toe to toe with Sonata in that technical style perfectly. Like, what a match.
It's interesting because Riho Ie was in TMDK. You know what I mean? You would think that, like, I don't know. Yuya is a grappler too. And I guess that's part of his, like, I'm a classic wrestler gimmick, right? Is that he can do that shit because that's okay. I get it. I had to talk myself into that. But that match had all kinds of awesome shit in it. World of Sports shit. Double roll through wrist lock escape counters. Bridge up like counter spots. It's all going on. It's bonkers. It is very good. And honestly, like that, it's one of my favorite matches I've seen in the G1 this year. I love that so much. I loved it. There were so many times I was rewinding it. I don't do that very often when I'm watching a match. So high praise from me. Maybe high praise for the next match too. Let's find out. It's Finlay versus Evil. This is an elimination match for Finlay, we learn. And Evil's out first. And he has the dog collar and the chain, right? But Finlay executes a top-notch Kanemaru Gambit on Evil and beats his fucking ass. He chokes him with the chain. He throws him into the chairs. The crowd's barking. Everything's happening. Again, in a completely different way, pro wrestling is happening here. You know what I mean? Than the previous match. It is happening, and it's great. And the match proper finally begins. Evil's taking an ass whipping. There's an awesome cactus clothesline. You could see Evil get ready to launch himself on the ropes too, which is cool. So like Evil's got his arms on the ropes because he's smart. He's not gonna, almost risk his neck like Callum Newman did. And he's got both arms on there. He gets clothesline, but you can see his foot already on the second rope, ready to kick off. So you can go all the way over and look awesome. And it is a great bump. So that's good. Don Fale punches Finley in the stomach and slams him back first on the ring post. There's an Abe spot, and it's a real timber situation. He hits Abe, and Abe is like teetering on the edge and slowly falls backwards. And it was really funny. So I love that. Oh man. Finley. Okay, so then Evil does a spot where he's going to wrap the mic cord around your head. He's going to talk shit to you, and he does. And Finley just goes, "Fuck you, bitch!" Like that right in the mic. That was fun.
Hey, Finley, you already dead, motherfucker.
Yeah. He said, "Fuck you, bitch," and that was great. So Evil and company beat up Finley for a little while. Evil throws a chair at Gato to distract the ref for dick-to-dick contact. It's ridiculous. Walker's disgusted. But he loves saying dick-to-dick contact. So, it's kind of a double-edged sword there. There's a big Irish curse from Finley, and the crowd is barking, and Evil went up big for that. He starts throwing Evil around, and it's good times. Evil's bumping all over the place. Like, if he throws him across the ring, he's going to flop around 6 times. Once he hits the mat, it's great. So that's fun. All right. So we get that chump bump courtesy of Don Fale. And then Finley comes back and takes out everybody during this section where it's like, you think House of Torture's got him. He's by himself. Where are the War Dogs? He doesn't need them. He takes everybody out. He kicks this guy in the face. He takes out fucking Dick Togo. They're all trying to cheat at the same time. And then he hooks Fale, and he looks at everybody, and he hits a giant suplex on Fale. And it's like the biggest babyface moment of the year in New Japan.
Everyone marks out, including David Finley.
That's amazing. So the crowd is going nuts. They're stomping their feet. But we get a low blow from Evil. He wants to poo-poo all that. He uses the chain on Finley, but Finley hits a spear. The Evil sold so well. It was crazy. I don't know how you can get good at doing the thing where you're whiplashing your body and it looks like you're being, just shoved in the back as hard as someone could without your knowledge. It's like, but he does that. It looks amazing. Maybe it's because it's real. I don't know. But that was like one of the best sells of a spear I've ever seen. Finley gets the shillelagh from Gato to a huge reaction from the crowd. Remember, Evil stole it and then he broke it or something like that, right? So here it is. It's reappearing, and now it's a babyface weapon.
I know. I love that. The crowd's like, we're going to allow this. Like, yep.
It's so funny. So he blasts Evil, and it looks like he really got him in the head with it, and then he hits him again. Kenta Sato appears. He's groggy, but man, there he is. Finley decides, though, at 2, he pulls Evil up at 2, just like Evil had done to Gato in that fucking tag match, and he hits his finisher, Overkill. He gets the win. That was amazing. Like, this night rules, and this match is a big part of it. Finley's on 6, Evil's on 8.
Yeah. The crowd's not always ready to cheer Finley. I think they like him, but, he's still the leader of Bullet Club and things like that. I just love that moment of Finley just holding his hand out, and the big grin on Gato's face is like, oh, hell yeah, here's your shillelagh, man. Go for it.
Finally.
And also being a leader of Bullet Club, hey, if I have to kick people in the nuts, they're getting kicked in the nuts. He kicks all 3 of them in the nuts. Fale, boom, right in the nuts, then suplex. And because usually when you suplex Fale, he'll block it a couple times, and then you earn it, and then he'll go over. Nut shot. First time for Finley, which makes him look even more powerful.
That's true.
And it's
good point.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, I love this. The only note I have that I would change is Kenta Sato comes out. Get out of here. Where's my chumpy?
Yeah. Marty just slid in heroically. You know what I mean?
He's
maybe posed for a second, ripped his shirt off, and then counted, right? That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this main event. Maybe I don't love it as much as the previous 4 matches, if that's, but it's good. It's still good. Yeah.
That's what Marty looks like, by the way. So I'm showing the YouTube people what Marty looks like. Like right. Under his shirt. I mean, so it's like that more. Yeah. So I didn't really like this main event that much either. It's a good match, but I was like, they're like, it's Tanahashi. If he wins one more match, it's his 100th win or some shit, and it's an elimination match for Tanahashi. He's not getting eliminated. So this was the one match of all this group that kind of I knew who was going to win it, because it took a little steam out of the match for me.
Yeah. And all right, let's go to this freaking block. All right, it is A block. And I'm like, there are other dudes you could have, like, I know Callum Newman beat you, Tanahashi. Like, maybe you could have beaten Callum Newman,
Fuck Newman, right?
Like, I like Callum Newman, and that was a big deal for him, and it was a good match.
No, I like that, yeah.
But the guy you get your 100th win over, it's fucking Yota Tsuji.
But
man, that bummed me out.
But he's gotta be able to beat some of these guys, right? And
I know.
It just sucks because will Tsuji get the chance to take him out, like to get that win back? Like, that's the thing that bugs me, is that he's going out, but will his last match be versus Tsuji? That would be cool. And Tsuji finally beats him. That would be awesome.
That would be absolutely perfect. I can see two people for either his last match or towards the end of his run. Yota Tsuji. The other dude is Evil.
Yeah. Well, he's kind of already done that with Evil, though, right? I mean, he's maybe twice. What about, okay, we're not booking Tanahashi's last match. I'm sorry. No, Fantasy Dream book is closed. I'm sorry, Luke.
All right. Maybe it's because Tanahashi's a handsome dad now, and his career's winding up and all that kind of stuff. But Yota Tsuji has really interesting, gnarly offense. But I'm just like, oh, don't face stomp Tana. And I'm like, don't do these moves to my Tanahashi. And I don't know why I'm feeling like that, because I want Yota Tsuji to fucking win. It's a really good match. It's obviously a big deal for Yota Tsuji. He might not have the huge grin on his face during the match, but I don't know, man. Wrestling one of your absolute freaking heroes in the main event of a G1 match in his last year, I think Yota Tsuji he had no problem jobbing for this, man. It's a really, really fucking cool match. It's just, it is the only match where I'm like, oh, Tana's winning. Oh man, 100th win over Yota, and it does color it. However, we get some really cool gnarly shit, and we get to see Tanahashi. I'm glad it wasn't for his 100th win just some kind of sneaky kind of I'm smarter than you roll up in.
Oh shit, yeah.
That would have been absolutely fucking terrible. Instead, it's a fucking well-earned. Oh yeah, Yota makes this man earn his win. High fly flow, 1, 2, 3. Tanahashi gets his 100 points. It's not a huge letdown, come down after the previous 4 G1 matches. It's almost like we end on a breather, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It felt like a match that should have been earlier on the card for me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm sure for the people there, it was not. I'm sure this was like.
But Tanahashi getting his 100th win should probably be the main event, right?
Yeah. And maybe, I don't know how many times he's going to be in Fukuoka again, maybe 2 or 3, so this is one of his last times to appear there. I was pretty upset, though, at Tsuji after the match because Tanahashi has a scratch on his face. Not the moneymaker. Come on now.
Dude. See, that's why you're doing foot stomps and stuff on this guy. I'm like,
scratched his face? That's like, man. I remember one time I was riding with a wrestler to a show, or back from a show, and he had wrestled one of the, who was that? I can't remember that. Evolve. It was one of Evolve's top guys. And the dude didn't cut his nails and cut him up. Fucking, he had 3 slices on his face from dude, and he was mad about it. He was like, man, that's something you don't do.
It fucking reminds me of there's a episode of Oz. I don't know if you ever watched Oz, but it's over 20 years old now, so don't worry about it. But this one dude kills another prisoner or someone in the prison by sharpening his nails, all of them, and going fucking Wolverine on this guy, and then quickly go into the bathroom and trimming his nails and washing his hands.
The perfect crime. It's like killing somebody with a ice what do you call that? Stalactite of ice. Yeah,
Icicle, yeah.
Icicle. That's what it's called. Mm-hmm.
Icicle.
Oh man, I love to ride my. That's one of my favorite Queen songs. I love that song.